friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing Wytchwood, and when we left off, we got the information about what happened to the Ox's family. So we are going to stand here and talk to the scarecrow at the Ox's farm. This eerie simulacrum of a human sways in the breeze. Its lumpy face seems to leer down at you as if expecting something. Ah, Abracacorn Cob? The figure creaks against its pole as its vegetative head twists to look at you. It takes a wheezing breath, expelling a moth from its mouth hole. Hello, yes, have you come to strike a deal with the great and magnanimous Harvest Master? No thank you. I'm involved in quite too many dark contracts with supernatural beings already, says the witch. Why then have you summoned me? Has the Ox made a deal with you, perchance? Asks the witch. The Ox? Why yes, terrible trade, I say, but a deal is a deal. What sort of trade? Does it have to do with his missing family? Yes, he said he wanted to win pretty prizes, grow the best crops, said he would give up anything in the world. So he offered me his wife and son, and I'm not one to refuse a bargain like that. Where are they? What did you do with them? Asks the witch. Don't worry, they're fine, but as long as I make the crops grow, they belong to me. And if the crops should fail, your deal would be broken, says the witch. Ha! I'm the great Harvest Master. My harvest will never fail, exclaims the scarecrow. We'll see about that. I better take a closer look at these prize-winning plants. So let's go ahead and inspect the crops. It looks like we can, these crops are robust, thriving beyond anything else nearby, but their weakness is a withering can. So let's go ahead and, these stalks don't look so sturdy to me, says the witch. A good herbicide ought to shrivel these right up. That'll teach that ox a lesson about proper agricultural practices. I'll need a sturdy enough vessel to hold the poison, though. Maybe I can convince that vegetable fellow to give up that nice big watering can of his. So let's go talk to the vegetable farmer in the fields. So here we are at the vegetable farmer's field. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Well, hello again. Find out anything about what that ox is up to, asks the vegetable farmer. As a matter of fact, I have. It seems he traded his family to a turnip wizard or field genie or some other such nonsense. Ah, you must mean the Harvest Master. That explains a lot, actually. Bad business to get mixed up with that sort of fellow. The farmer nervously wipes his brow with the back of his leafy hand. Yeah, it seems like maybe this vegetable farmer, who's literally a gourd, probably also made a deal with him to like come to life or something. Not that I would know anything about that myself. Listen, I don't have time to exchange farm gossip. I need to borrow your watering can over there. Ah, I'd be happy to lend it to you, but unfortunately I still need it to grow my prize-winning vegetables. You glance down at the fat head of cabbage bobbing gently against a blanket of big, swaddling leaves. You think you may have heard a faint giggle coming from deep within the fronds. Seems plenty big enough to me. Ah, just you wait. My little baby is going to grow up to be great big baby. Is going to be the belle of the ball at this year's festival. But if it were to, say, grow a little bit faster, I suppose I wouldn't need my watering can after all. You swear the farmer winks at you, despite not being equipped with any eyes. Does anybody here grow produce in an honest way? Let me take a look at the little tyke. You look down at the fattest little cabbage you've ever seen, but if it gets your hands on that watering can, it could stand to be a little fatter. So it'll need 2 jars of water, a turkey gizzard stone, and growth potion. So let's go ahead and leave and see what we need to craft for our growth potion. We will need apothecary humors, magic paste, and flower petals, which we already have. So let's get working on our magic paste. As per usual, we'll need dragonfly wings that you can get in the swamp by using a bait stick to lure out a dragonfly. It'll pop and you'll get dragonfly wings as well as bug ichor. We'll also need fairy dust. Fairy dust is collected by capturing fairies, which you can do in the forest. And it will need a jar of milk. Jar of milk is created by crafting an empty jar and filling it with the cow next to the decay's entrance. The other thing we'll need is more jars of water, so let's actually craft 3 of these. And the other thing we'll need is, I think, the turkey gizzard. So here are the turkeys, and we will need digestive tablets to weaken those up. Oh my goodness. So let's go ahead and check these out. For the digestive tablets, you will need 3 snail shells, which you can get in the swamp by collecting those snails on the ground, as well as an eye of newt. Eye of newt is collected by the bait stick. You chop a log in the swamp, a newt's going to come out, then you use the bait stick to capture the newt. And then it's also going to need a goblin stot, which you can get in the forest by attacking goblins, which are those like ones that attack you, so you'll need a dreadful doll to incapacitate them. But we already have all the ingredients ourselves, so let's go ahead and craft that up. Be sure to equip the digestive tablets and toss it at that turkey, who will hopefully eat it. Burp, vomit, and we got ourselves a turkey gizzard stone. So that one is already set out of the way, collected. So let's go ahead and grab some jars of water. Jars of water can be collected by using this fountain in the bottom of the well. Finally, we'll go and get some milk from our lovely little cow. And so for our growth potion, we will have everything we need here for our magic paste. We'll go ahead and collect that. As for the apothecary humors, you will need blood, which you can get from a skeeter snoot, which is those mosquito things in the swamp. Blood ichor, which you can collect from the dragonfly, which you need to get the dragonflies anyways, but basically it's from destroying bugs in the swamp. And frog slime, which you get from collecting frogs both in the swamp and the forest. We already have, looks like we're gonna need all of them, so let's get to it. Let's head over to the swamp. Now that we are here in the terrible swamp, I am just going to go through, collect some of these ingredients that you can get on the floor. A little tip for this game is that you can always, it's always better to have extra resources. Sorry, let me de-aggro those scooters. It's always better to have extra resources, in my opinion, because they'll always come up later. You know, you might have everything you need for the current one, but if you can just pick up a couple extra, oh my goodness, couple extra around, that's for the best. So here's the dragonflies that are going to drop blood or bug ichor, and then these are the skeeters. Skeeters are fat with the blood of anything they can catch up to. So we'll need the smoke pellets for it. We have, let's go get some frogs first while we're here. So with our smoke pellet in turn, we are gonna want to try to, I know I was trying to de-aggro all of those skeeters that were clumped together, but if we can clump together like 2 or 3 skeeters at the same time, that would be ideal. Another way to get blood, I think, is by doing these leeches. So if we craft some spirit salts, we can use them here. And yeah, there we go. Now we got lots of blood. So if you don't want to go through the hassle of getting a blood or a smoke pellet, you can also get those like leeches together, and they'll also get you what you need. So we'll stake our bait stick here, wait for a dragonfly to come and land and eat it, hopefully. There we go, and we'll collect the dragonfly wings as well as the bug ichor. And I believe that's everything we need for our apothecary humors. Perfect. And we are ready to head out. I am going to capture some more frogs since we're right here and there's a bunch of them. So now that we have everything we need for the growth potion, including our apothecary humors, magic paste, and flower petals, let's go ahead and craft it up. And we should have everything we need for the vegetable man, so let's go quickly turn that in. Oh, okay, I think we just have to click on the cabbage itself, And we'll go ahead and give it the growth potion. You pop open the cork of the potion and sprinkle the bright liquid onto the cabbage's roots. You look down, let's do the turkey gizzard stone. Crushed into fine powder, a gizzard stone lends potent nutrients to the soil. And finally, some water. You spritz the cabbage with fresh, clear water while uttering a simple horticultural charm. The water beads like dewdrops before the leaves drink them up and brighten in color. The budding plant changes to a bright purple, then blue, then yellow. It suddenly goes rigid and shrinks to the size of a marble. The farmer gasps in horror as his precious baby disappears back into the earth. He turns to you, shoulders stiff and pitchfork in hand. He takes one step in your direction, but stops abruptly when a tremor shakes the ground. You look to your feet and watch deep cracks split the earth. Hold on to your hat. This one's gonna be big, says the witch. You hear a booming giggle echo from deep in the ground. The farmer falls to his knees, clutching his hat to his chest. It's a it's a baby! In an explosion of leafy greens and flying earth, the bouncing head of an enormous cabbage erupts into the field. The farmer reaches out to it shakily. My little baby? Papa? No! The farmer scrambles towards the big bumbling cabbage with open arms. My beautiful baby, look at how big you've grown. See, with a little love and help from your friends, you're sure to win first prize after all. Oh, I don't even care about that silly thing anymore. Just look at how handsome my baby is. The two embrace, laughing and crying. I guess you won't be needing that watering can anymore. Please, help yourself. You've helped me more than enough. Oh, look at that. It gurgles at you gleefully. Let's go ahead and pick up. It will take some work to break through the scarecrow's magical balloon, but you're confident in your mastery of poisons. So we'll have to bring our recipe ingredients here. We'll need a potion of blight, a word water, and pumpkin jack bone. Uh-oh, pumpkin jacks. So a potion of blight we can go ahead and craft really quickly. It's just thistle, lazy grass, which you can get here in the field, as well as newt eye. Our weird water is a jar of water, bug ichor, and jar of water. So let's go ahead and, we'll need clay to get that. And finally, pumpkin jack bone is here in the fields. We go here. We will need snag vine to catch them. So a snag vine. We'll need some sewing kits. So we will have to head back into the swamp, but I am going to go ahead and leave this part here. Thank you so much for joining me on this Let's Play series. I'm having a blast and I hope you are enjoying it as well. As always, check out the description. It has a link to all my social media, including my TikTok and my sticker shop. But if you'd like to stay here on YouTube, I'd really appreciate it if you could like, comment, share this video, as well as subscribe to my channel. All of that helps the YouTube algorithm get my content in front of more people's faces. So until I see you guys again, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.